Hey, what's going on, all you cats and dogs and animals out there? It's your boy Silent again, bringing another YouTube tutorial. Uh, this one has been requested by several people, uh, a few in particular, so this tutorial is pretty much dedicated to them. This one's gonna be about Linux and how to run a stealth server off of Linux. This is a build I did a while back, and uh, not several people, but a few people wanted me to do a video, so I'm doing one. I do apologize. I am like really tired, so I might be a little sluggish on my video here, but I'll try to make this as short and simple as I possibly can. Before we get started, what you're gonna need is obviously a Linux. Um, I recommend Ubuntu, but you can use a couple different ones here. Alpine, CentOS, OS, Debian, not Debian, Debian, Fedora, Open SUSE, Red Hat. Some of these I've never heard of, but I recommend Ubuntu. I'm using 16.4. I'm using OVH. It's like OVH. It's super cheap. It's like $3.50. You go to OVH. Yeah. I'll show you here. It's called their starter source or something like that. Yes, this one. Order this one for like $3.50. Super, uber freaking cheap. And yeah, somebody was saying to me the other day they weren't able to install 16.04. I don't know why, but it's right there. Right there, you can install it. But yeah, okay. All right. So first thing I've got listed here is we want to install the framework. Okay, so obviously before you can run, like I've said in many of my other tutorials, before you can run the XEX image, you have to install Visual Studio 2010 Ultimate and full Xbox neighborhood, just for any new people that are coming on here and didn't pick that up anywhere. For the listener client, you have to install the .NET Framework for Linux, which Microsoft has put together for you. They used to use an older. You used to have to use a program called Mono in order to code these listeners and to get them to work with Linux, but you don't actually have to do that anymore. Microsoft has pretty much done most of the legwork for you. Before you install any of this DevKit stuff onto the Linux, I would first install it onto Windows first. You should be able to just install it and follow the prompts. So, a couple side notes here though. If you use 2019, you can use 3.1. On this, I'm using 2017. 2017 doesn't go up to 3.0 or 3.1. It only goes up to 2.1. So when you install the dev kits, you got to make sure that 2.1 is installed. It should install with the Windows here, but when you go to the when you install it on the Linux though, you have to do something different, and you have to do something different. You have to install it the SDK. Sorry, you have to install the dev kit onto Linux for 2.1, and I'll show you how to do that when I pull it up here. Uh, okay, so yeah, we can go ahead and configure and get our Linux set up here. So once you log in and everything, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to this link that I provided here, documentation. This is for 16.4. That's that. Okay. Scrolling down here. Okay. Just to me, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not exactly rocket science to install, but some people seem to make it out to be. You want to install this crap first. Okay. Then I suppose you can install either runtime or SDK, but I usually say I'm just saying the SDK to everybody just so it's what I used. I didn't test the runtime stuff, but if you use the runtime, that should work too. Okay, so I know this says 5.5.0 here. You actually want to change it to 2.1 because that's what we're installing. If you do something different, it's going to give you errors. Take just a minute. Alright. And I forget there's a way to check the version of it. There's a command here. Let's see here, there's a this is it. Or not. Not like that. I apologize if I'm fumbling around here. But yeah, that looks correct. Okay. And then I wanted to open up the want to open up the. You have to for OVH for some reason they basically have like two firewalls. They have one for the Linux here and then one in your control panel. I've got two ports open up here. I'm going to open up these. These are my. I'm going to use 995 for my stealth port, so I'm going to open it up on this one as well, on this Linux here. So I think it's UAWLL 5, I believe. There we go. Okay, rules. All right, it's added. Excuse me. Make sure we're still going here. Yep, still connected. All right. All right. So we've got all of our junk and we've got all of our junk installed. Ports are opened. All right. So I was gonna do a demo on the stealth and listener clients. So someone the other day was struggling with they changed the name of their stealth to whatever they wanted to name it to, and I've done this demonstration in other videos of mine, but for whatever reason they still can't figure it out. So I'm gonna change the name in this one as well, so people can see how it's done and they can change the name. Instead of it saying stealth, you can just say something else to what they like. So let's start off with the client source first. Oh, I forgot to mention this does support DevKits as well. This entire source, so you can it supports regular RGH and DevKits. What was I gonna do? Okay, so see how it says project name XEX? If you change this name to whatever you want, when it creates the XEX image, it's gonna create whatever name you have here. So I'm gonna change it to Hooka. All right. All right. So like, I'm gonna go to find paths. Now, you want to change everything that says stealth here to Hooker. This might actually take you a few tries at first. I don't know why I have those there. I don't actually need them. Should go ahead and comment those out. That was something I was trying out. I forgot to take those out. I've got a bad habit of just leaving code wherever. Okay, should take care of the path or whatever. Yeah. Alright, and then we want to go over to the INI stuff. Right. Change this here. This is your notify stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to explain what all this is. I feel like I covered this enough in my other videos. We want this to say hookah. See how that says character constant character 20? If you change that, you want to still make sure that that says constant character 20. If you don't, you're most likely gonna get errors. Same with the rest of these. Just mentioning that because, again, I've had people that cover this in other videos. They don't seem to pick that stuff up. Yeah. All right. Change that to 20. All right. Was there anywhere else? Not that I can think of. Oh. We need to... We'll change the solution name too. I wanted to do something else too. Turn off all the warnings there because they're quite annoying. The thing I honestly care about is the errors. Actually, I want to turn off one more thing. That's that done. All right. Now for the listener stuff. Sure the that. Actually, let's take out. All right. So okay, so this .NET framework program it generates a .dll file, not an xex, not an exe file. So just so you're aware of that, it's a little bit different, not too much. Trust me, it's once you get the hang of it, it's really freaking easy. Before we before we copy all of this over to Linux, we need to do something first. You're gonna wanna run cmd or PowerShell in the project folder here. Okay, make sure you run it in the project folder like this. Then there's a command here. Run. Gonna run this. This is supposed to publish everything you need in order to run your program. All right, so I put it here in the publish folder. You want to go to your publish folder here. So that was in release. So you need an FTP, or you can just use what I'm using, Win SCP, and then not this one. To access your VPS, I'm just using PuTTY, which is built into Win SCP. So, all right. I'm gonna make a new folder. Let's call it stealth. Does not like me. Let's try it in here. Okay, let me go skip out of that. Go back here. I think I can remember this from memory. Let's cd stealth. So I'm gonna do screen. And .net stealth. Okay, we got an issue. It's alright, I can figure out how to fix this. Let's try that again. Sorry, I'm super tired, so this might not be the best quality work I'm doing here. Okay, there we go. So it's running 995. Alright, let's go to here. This might take me a couple tries because I'm tired. Okay, so I know in my past videos I've been using Xbox One console companion to show my 360. For some reason, I don't know why. Oh, I can't forget to do this too. For some reason, I don't know why the what's it called? Just do blank. What's it called? Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. For some reason, Xbox is not letting me connect to it. I keep getting an error. I don't know if that's something they recently changed. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I have to figure out how to fix it. So I'll be just taking a screenshots from the Xbox neighborhood to show you that I'm online. We need the INI file, which I swear to God I put in here. Well, I've already got it. I've already got it in here, I think. It should, if you don't have the INI file on the console, it should automatically make it for you. I think I'm just gonna get myself an Elgato instead of just messing with this Xbox stuff. I think they've been making some changes over the years that just really I don't care for. I did have a new cheat engine source I was thinking about throwing in with this build, but I don't think I'm going to. Okay. We're going to start the console. This might take me a few tries to get. Okay, I know it's not showing up here, but it says that I am connected to to this Linux. Uh, let's take a screen capture. Oh, that was actually a lot better quality than I thought. Alright, see, as you can see there, I'm online. I'm connected to this Linux server. So, that's proof that it works. Okay, so before you exit out here, it's really important that you detach from the screen here. So it keeps the screen open, the listener on. So you're supposed to press for this. You're supposed to press Control A and then Control D. Control A, Control D, and then it should say detached. Okay. And then this is supposed to list programs. Yeah, there it is. Currently running. Let's see here. And then you're supposed to, I think it's screen R. Yeah, there we go. You can see I'm connected here. All right. Well, that is how you get on Xbox Live on a stealth server using Linux. Just a few things to note here. There is no SQL backend, so if you want that, you'll have to add it in yourself. I didn't add that in. It does come with a I forgot what it's XE cheat engine, so it's already pre-installed. It's got bypasses, config menu, rainbow, etc. XML stuff. You can install something called Nginx. It's or any kind of program that allows you to install Apache. Anything that allows you to install Apache or something similar to Apache, you can install it and you can run your XMLs off of that. I usually just install Nginx and then run my XMLs off of that when I'm using Linux. So, I mean, I know this seems like it took me a little bit longer than. I know this video seems long, but it seems long compared to the steps you actually have to go through. You have to go through to get this to set up. But I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Just ignore that. But yeah, it should. My point is, it shouldn't take you no time at all. All right. Well, until next video. All right. Peace.